Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with...
Shot a goal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Koundé. Olise did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Camavinga. Out to the left it goes. And it's Tchouaméni. Played out towards the right wing. France looking to pass their way through. Played out to the right.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless press.
He's got tall!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Olise. Tchouaméni, and here's Mbappe. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Thuram. Hernandez. Still goalless. Can he get it through? Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Good read, needed to be. Klaus. Hernandez. Tchouaméni. Hernandez. Hernandez. Good purposeful running this. Climbs up big! Goal! France! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Tchouaméni, Konate and Koundé. France are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Played out wide. Lovely ball and a real chance now. France have it back and can go again. Passing nice and neat. And he can clear it away. And it's Hernandez. Konate. And that is as far as they're going to go. Klaus. Hernandez promptly onto that, and that is that.
France really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Hernandez, he can run onto that. And he's cut it out. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Thuram. Now, can they get him away? That's a decent clearance. And it's Hernandez. Nice physical challenge. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
No way through, so back it comes. Delivery from Mbappe. Tries to get it clear. Cross in, looks like a good one. Searching pass he's played there. Tchouaméni cuts it out. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
France are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he was alert to it. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Olise. Olise showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Koundé is there to clear. Tchouaméni. Now that's well seen too. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Konate. Looking for options for movement. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Oh, can he get onto this? It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That's a cute ball. And the keeper takes decisive action. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a really well-measured ball. And they win it back again. Just about up to 75 minutes. France finding their passes. There's a sharp little ball here. Fired deep towards the back post. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Tries to pass it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nice sequence of passes, this.
France really might just end up kicking themselves.
Chance! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
France with the corner, they're first.
Le numéro 15, le numéro 22. À leur place, le numéro
Olise
24,
with the short one.
le numéro 7, le numéro 14, le numéro 2, le numéro 3. Digne, changement en cours.
Incoming delivery. Digne with the clearance. Koundé. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Now it's Dembele. Shifted it to the flank. Looking to play him in. That's an excellent interception. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Digne. Dembele. And the flag has stayed down. And he gets rid in a hurry.
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Mbappe!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Showing good feet. Doué. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, there's the clearance.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Nice and that will be the final act. France have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Chers spectateurs, permettez-moi de vous signaler que des informations sur le trafic viennent de s'afficher sur l'écran géant.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it. Olise! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Traoré. That's an excellent interception. Saliba plays it all the way forward. Succumbs to the pressure. Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. France leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. He's in a good position here. Tchouaméni. Camavinga.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Ball played for Klaus. And the counter is on. Now it's Thuram. And it's Hernandez. Goes for a shot!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Hernandez. Konate does well to get it back. Thuram. France looking to pass their way through. Now it's Thuram. And he's made sure that's not getting through. He can get that clear. And here's Thuram. Thuram. And it's Camavinga. Hernandez. And it's Camavinga. Olise! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Olise actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, that pass isn't the best. France are looking to go forward now. This looks... And he shoots! Now that is commitment to the cause. Almost half an hour in now. France have the chance to go the other way. And he's intervened well there. Mbappe! That has been slung wide. Olise. Olise shoots! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Spread out to the left. Oh, no joy this time. Tchouaméni. He's had it taken off him. And he plays one through. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
It's a searching pass.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Great ball, and he's in here. Real chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Tries to get it clear. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's free. Mbappe! Goes long and straight. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Olise. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Olise! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Thuram, good read, needed to be. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly.
1 minute.
Olise. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
France happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, cracking ball, driving through the middle. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome, too much traffic.
Tries to pass it through, played back in. Oh, he's played it in. Decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Crossed into the box. France have their second corner now. Klaus with the short one. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that has been clubbed away. And that is out of play.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11, le numéro 9, le numéro 10.
And again they run up against stubborn defending.
Le numéro 20, le numéro 7, le numéro 14. Changement en cours.
An instinctive delivery. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. That has not gone well. Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out. And he thumps it clear. Ambitious ball here.
France have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, it's Dembele. Played out to the right. In with the challenge. Hernandez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Threads one in. He's had a shot! Saliba goes back to front. Not the most accurate pass. Tchouaméni. Now it's Mbappe. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Hernandez. And it's Zaire Emery. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's being urged to shoot. And it's Zaire Emery. Passes short and sharp. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Dembele. He's looking wide. Barcola could try cutting inside here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Zaire Emery. And he's had it nicked away. France needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Rabiot. Nice sequence of passes, this. Just eases him off the ball.
France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's burst! He's having a shot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Changement pour la France. Le
It's
numéro
their
4.
second corner of the game.
Le numéro 8. À leur place, le numéro 2. Le numéro 25. Attention, changement. Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
1 minute to add, according to the board. So that's it. It is all over. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Mbappe. Now this could be a chance.
He's having a shot!
Oh, it's come off the upright. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And he's cut it out. And he's heaved it away. Konate. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Played towards the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Camavinga. So, what can they make of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Thuram. Passing nice and neat. Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Oli gets his head on it! Goal! France! And France are in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Hernandez. Olise. Tchouaméni. And here's Thuram. Now it's Camavinga. Foot in. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Hernandez gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Olise is behind this one. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Mbappe! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Now, he's got space here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's managed to get rid. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Mbappe pinches it off him. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Hernandez has it in a wide position. Played in deep. Konate getting this one clear. Now it's Olise! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Olise cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
Played out towards the right wing.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Mbappe!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hernandez. And the pass is intercepted. Tchouaméni. And it's Koundé. Nicely weighted ball. Olise gets into some space. And it's shot, surely! Cleared away.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
And here's Thuram. And now they can clear their lines. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
France leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Saliba. Mignon is there to clear.
This is the time you need that pace.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Tchouaméni. Ball played for Klaus. Camavinga. Spread it left. Thuram. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Camavinga. Oh, well played. Has a look and place it forward. That has not gone well. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Thuram. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Thuram really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Olise.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Camavinga. Oh, good spread. He's had it taken off him. Klaus got a long way forward to join the attack. France can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That's a cute ball. And that's a good... Tries a shot! They've scored! And this is getting better and better. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11. Le numéro 9.
We
Le
have
numéro
got
6.
changes here from both
Le
sides, in
numéro
fact.
22. Le numéro 4.
France are doing
Alors,
very
place.
nicely, thank
Le
you.
numéro 24.
Well, with this kind of authority,
Le numéro
Peter,
7.
why not push on
Le
and
numéro
totally kill
14.
this off?
Le numéro
He's
3.
found a way through.
Giroud. Le numéro 2. Attention, changement.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Olise. And it's Zaire Emery. Doué. Chouameni. Dembele. Nicely shaped ball. Nicely worked. This looks promising. And he's managed to get free. Cross needs to be good. Mignon claims it. Safe hands. Now it's Barcola. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It's not an especially good pass, that. It's travelling a long way. It'll be a throw-in. Aimed beyond the defence. Mignon sends that a long way. France have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Zaire Emery. Doué. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he... Shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Danger averted for now. Some good work on the right flank here.
There they go, hunting again.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Ball driven towards the far post.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Good read, needed to be. And that was very necessary. Hernandez. Mbappe.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He has found a way through.
There's the shot! It's hit the upright. A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Mbappe really may get an earful from his teammates for not looking up to see what was around him, but I think he was perfectly entitled to try it for himself.
And he cuts out the supply.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
France yet to have an attempt on goal. Knocks it into space.
Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Nicely spread. Now it's Olise. Thuram. Plays it across. He gets big!
And the ball is out of play.
Koundé.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Madrid look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior. Tchouaméni. Ambitious ball here. Thuram.
And the finish!
Gorgeous from Thuram.
About as smooth as it gets. And France are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Great run on the overlap here.
That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
Now it's Thuram. Tchouaméni. Camavinga. France are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Aimed beyond the defence.
And that's played in low.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Camavinga does well to get it back.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
And it's Tchouaméni. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good spread. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
And he shoots!
It's off target and by quite a way.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Hernandez. And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
France head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
This looks promising. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Oh, shooting chance!
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Hernandez. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Still just a single goal between the sides. He might be in here! Vinicius Junior. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Konate clears. It's gone out for a throw-in. Ah, good steal, he just read it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Alexander-Arnold. Upamecano cuts it out. Searching pass he's played there. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message.
It's a mighty effort!
He will be livid with himself.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro...
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 6. Le numéro 4. Le numéro 22.
Mbappe.
Le numéro 24.
That is good
Le numéro
alertness.
7. Le
Digne.
numéro 14. Le numéro 2.
And it's Digne.
Le numéro 3.
Threads one in.
Digne. Attention,
Mbappe looking to
changement.
run onto it. Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Oh, that's a fine interception. Deftly away. Now it's Mbappe. Over to the left. He's found the way through. Hangs in across. Bellingham.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Rabiot kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. And it's Digne. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Changement en cours.
And he's taking no chances there. Mbappe.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Madrid finding their passes. Rodrigo! Koundé. And now the breakaway.
This is the time you need that pace.
Digne. France looking to pass their way through. Could move up a gear here. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Mbappe. And here's Doué. And here's Dembele. Looking for options for movement.
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Rodrigo gets into a good position.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And here's Camavinga. Can he get it through? Decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's Rodrigo. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Begley.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open.
He's having a shot! And he's done it!
Well, They would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Valverde was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's really well manoeuvred.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Saliba, over to the left. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0.
Shot a goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. And here's Thuram. Olise. Swings it across. And that's the keeper's ball. Mbappe. Good ball, good take. That's beautifully weighted. Bellingham! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eder Militao. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. He has a look up. Looking for a corner. Madrid with the corner. They're first. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. France have the chance to go the other way. Chips it through. Mbappe gets into some space. And it's Camavinga. He's in a great position here. Tries a shot! It's run loose. He's been caught napping. Olise gets flagged offside. Lobbed in behind. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Lovely bit of skill. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Now he's got space here. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Hernandez. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Bellingham. Tchouaméni. And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Looking tidy in possession here. Now Eder Militao. Bellingham. Camavinga, played into space, and the through ball. Oh, he's bustling through here. Thuram, and the shot's on here. Tchouaméni does really well there, he is strong. Hernandez. Mbappe. Oh, this is a great position. He is just caressing the ball. Rudiger, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bellingham. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Olise.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Mbappe. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Konate has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
France, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Mbappe.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Valverde. Tchouaméni. And it's Rudiger. It's Bellingham. Knocks it into space. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Eder Militao spots it and intercepts. And he's found a way past. Valverde unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that was not the case. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Mbappe! Played back. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Olise taking charge of the dead ball. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Rodrigo. Tchouaméni gets a foot in here. Nice looking ball. Now this could be a chance. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Rodrigo. Oh, important interception.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an
Chance, surely! They've done it! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 15.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Le numéro
Madrid
11.
grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
À leur place.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so
Le numéro
significant.
24. Le numéro 16.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a lovely... Takes a shot! And he hits the net! And the comeback is complete! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Off the post! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
Attention, changement.
Camavinga, Mbappe,
And now they can spring out of defence. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Rabiot. France are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Mbappe,
He's onto this. And he's there to belt it away. Howson. Carvajal. Nicely weighted ball. Into the last 5 minutes.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, nice touch. And it's Tchouaméni. Tries to pass it through. Rabiot. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Digne. Now it's Mbappe.
3 minutes.
Looking for the run. Dembele.
Madrid have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. That'll be a throw. Camavinga. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Your reflections then, Jim?
France absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about, a painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Now it's Bellingham. Rudiger. Picked out brilliantly.
Oh, that was vital.
Rodrigo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's run...
Bellingham! It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Camavinga. Oh, this is a great... And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's really well cleared.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
He's having a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Camavinga. Still goalless at the moment. Camavinga. Eder Militao kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Camavinga. Can he get it through? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target.
And he shoots! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
He's tried one! Oh, bang on target. That has not gone well. And that's been won straight back. Well timed, excellent interception. Madrid are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. "15 minutes till half-time. Tchouaméni. Quality ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Courtois trying to keep this in. Oh, what has happened here? This looks promising. Rodrigo! And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Madrid grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is...
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Eder Militao has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
He's gone for goal! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And here's Bellingham. Good ball, good take. Oh, shooting chance! And he's done it! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, the ball's... And the shot! He's scored! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
That could spell trouble. Shapes to shoot! He scored! His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him. There's the whistle for half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Valverde was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Alexander-Arnold has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Bellingham. It's not an especially good pass, that. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rudiger.
This is the time you need that pace.
Really fierce, close defending. Mbappe looking to add to his goal. Tries to pass it through. Threads one in. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking tidy in possession here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And he's been shifted off it. Tchouameni, oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Mbappe, and he's in on goal. Chance! Eder Militao gets it clear.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7, el dorsal 6, el dorsal 11 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 21, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 15.
Madrid finding their passes. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. Goulet. Now, can they get him away? That's a nicely shaped ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no...
And the finish! He
He scores! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more. Bellingham really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
And now he has two.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Alexander-Arnold.
Ready to try one.
The changes then in quick succession.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot on the training ground.
He's having a go. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Alexander-Arnold is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Ceballos. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And the return pass.
Vinicius Junior.
Oh, good spread. He is through here. Lofted in. Not the most convincing of passes. Camavinga with the cross.
No, that's not going to find its target. And he has been fouled there.
And the wall's done its job. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Tchouaméni has got himself a free kick.
And it's Camavinga. Plays a sharp little...
Tries a shot!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. The referee's awarded a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Tchouaméni. Valverde.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And here's Mbappe.
Brahim Diaz.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And it's Tchouaméni. Passing nice and neat.
No, he's not getting his way this time.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Mbappe is in a really good position out wide.
Howson picks it up from the goal kick.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. This is it then, now or never. Now it's Brahim Diaz. There's the shot! Well, that is commitment to the cause.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
That's the keeper's ball. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Se podrá ver a continuación un resumen con las jugadas más destacadas de la primera parte.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and
It's a mighty effort! Oh, he's hit the bar!
Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior.
well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
And a chance! Goal!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. With Rudiger. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Played back in. Bellingham. Stood up well to him there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. It'll be a throw-in. Bellingham. Madrid look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Mbappe finds himself offside. Courtois. No, that's been intercepted. Vinicius Junior going full tilt down the left. And the shot! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Alexander-Arnold kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now this could be a chance. He's having a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to play it through. Great chance! Oh, good-looking ball. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way past. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Out to the left it goes. Well, they can break here. And it's Valverde. And here's Vinicius Junior. And it's made its way to him. The ball goes in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Tchouaméni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's looking wide. And here's Mbappe, and he was quick to react. And it's half-time here. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Madrid in control at half-time, 2-0. And the game has already resumed here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Rodrigo. Camavinga. Bellingham. It's Camavinga. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. And the through ball. Bellingham is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's got away. And it's Tchouaméni. The ball has bounced loose now. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is constant.
Vinicius Junior! That's going to go a long way. And they win it back again. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Valverde.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Madrid looking to pass their way through. Now it's Mbappe. Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And now he has 2. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Eder Militao. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Valverde. Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this? Camavinga. And it's Bellingham. And here's Rodrigo. Shot, surely! It's a goal! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And here's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Mbappe just eases him off the ball. Into the last quarter of an hour. Knocks it into space. He has a look up. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Camavinga. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Tchouaméni. Spread it left. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Rodrigo. Mbappe. Big chance! Madrid with the corner, they're first. Climbs up big! No, got right underneath it.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Oh, give it away! Well, that looks a decent ball. Shot a goal! Oh, denied at the last. Madrid have their second corner now. Rudiger clears it away. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Madrid finding the... And the finish! No, it's wide.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. Chance for a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Bellingham. Rodrigo. It's Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Rodrigo. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, strongly challenged there. Tchouaméni is fouled. Tchouaméni. And here's Vinicius Junior. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now he's got space here. Oh, it's a great ball here. And the flag has stayed down. Oh, super ball. Mbappe. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rodrigo!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And here's Mbappe. Valverde. Now it's Bellingham. And it's Bellingham. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Madrid are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Valverde. Now it's Valverde. Showing good feet. Madrid claim it back to much approval. Bellingham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Tries a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away. And we have our very first corner. Now it's... and the shot! Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Bellingham.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Bellingham wins the duel this time. Tchouaméni. Now it's Rodrigo. And it's Camavinga. And here's Bellingham. Distributed tidily. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, that's neat. Rodrigo. Howson deals with that comfortably. It's their second corner of the game. Rodrigo! And that's caused a worry or two.
Rodrigo is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Alexander-Arnold. That's Rudiger. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior looking understandably energised after his goal. That pass has been well intercepted. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Aimed beyond the defence. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. Rodrigo. Bellingham. Nice control. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more...
And we hit half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Madrid go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And the pass is intercepted. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Out towards the flank. Bellingham gets a foot in here. Camavinga. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Can he get it through? Camavinga. It's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tchouaméni. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Rodrigo. Well, that is one way to stop him. And no, that was never going to make it.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He has found the way through. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Camavinga. Now it's Rodrigo.
That was lovely, that.
And it's Bellingham. Almost an hour gone. Valverde, and here's Vinicius Junior. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vinicius Junior. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tchouaméni. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. He's in a great position here. Madrid needed that, they really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Vinicius Junior in with the challenge. He shifted it to the flank.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Valverde could try cutting inside here. And the shot! It's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7, el dorsal 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 11.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
El dorsal 19, cambio de jugadores.
He's cut it out.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And here's Goulet.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's through, now is he in? That's a sharp pass. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's Diaz. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. That'll be a throw. Valverde, and he's well positioned here. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Goulet. Tchouaméni. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Valverde. Now that looks a decent... Can he finish?
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Mbappe, looking for the run, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And that was very necessary. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Now it's Brahim Diaz. That has ended up in no man's land. So what can they make of this? And here's Vinicius Junior. That is lovely. Oh, good take in a good area. And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and is